Can you see my screen? Is it visible? Yes, I think so. Yeah, once again, good evening all. So, my name is Swamy Naidu. I'm teaching UI technologies from past 12 years. Okay, so I'm handling React, Angular, HTML, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and servers and Node.js. These technologies I'm handling. So, in this demonstration class, we're going to discuss what is React.js and what are the advantages of React.js. Okay, so that concept, that brief idea I will give you. Okay, now here, so just now if you take this React.js, what is this React.js first of all? So React.js is a client-side script. What is that? A client-side script. What is client-side script? I will tell you. So it is a client-side script to implement dynamic websites. Yes. So React is nothing but a client-side script we are using to develop the dynamic websites. There are two types of websites. One is static website. Another one is dynamic website. Static website means by using pure HTML, CSS. Okay, these technologies, if you develop any website, it comes under static website. Yes, using HTML, CSS. So these technologies, if you develop any website, it comes under static website. So this is only for read-only purpose. User can read the content of the website. For example, e-papers, if you take like, okay, so any paper that eNadu or Sakshi or any other paper, if you take, those are all static websites. Okay. So e-paper websites are static websites. Okay. Once you open, so that enadu.com, so you can read the data like, okay, national-wide data, international data, okay, like that. And district-wise data. So that is the information it is presenting, we can read that. So to implement these static websites, HTML, CSS, these technologies are enough. Okay, these are enough. Next one, dynamic website. Dynamic website means coding is there. Okay, so in that website, coding is there. So here, for example, registration form, you want to implement a login form, and then compulsory you need to write some logics for that. So when user click on the register button, receive the data from the text boxes and storing in database, like that. This is entirely functional point of view we are working. To work with these functional concepts, we are using some logics. So coding we are using. So that coding we have two types here. Now if we take coding part, yeah, two types of codings we have. Okay, one is client side script. Second one, server side. Yes. So here in coding point of view, two types of scriptings we are using. The first one is client side script. Second one is server side script. Yeah, what is client side script? Script which executes in browser. Yes. So who is using browser? Client is using the browser. Client means the person who is accessing our website. For example, in your browser, you type gmail.com. You will become as client of Gmail. You open Facebook, you will become the client of Facebook. Like that, the person who is accessing our website, that person comes under client. Is it clear? Now, if you develop any logics in the website using client-side script, those logics execute in browser system. For example, here JavaScript. And next level technologies of JavaScript like React.js, Angular. Okay, all these technologies comes under client-side scripting languages. So if you use these technologies to implement the logics, then so those logics execute the client's mission. For example, here I'm going to open facebook.com. So I am the client of Facebook now. So here at the time of opening this web page from server to browser, means at the time of downloading this web page with response, some code also downloaded into my browser. Now if you observe here, right click and go to the inspect. Yeah. Okay, I will open that page source better. Okay, now here, yeah, somewhere this is view page source. Now if you observe this, you can see some script here. So this script, did I implemented this script? No. So that Facebook developers implemented this. So this script is downloaded into my browser at the time of accessing the web page. And in my browser, it will execute. Okay. So like that, so the script which executes in the browser, okay, in the client system, it comes under client-side scripts. Server-side script means executes in web server. Yes. For example, if you implement any logics by using, yeah, ASP, PHP, JSP, Node, these are all comes under server-side scripts. So these server-side scripts executes logics in web server. Client-side script executing in browser. So for every website, these two scripts we are using. Okay, as a UI developer, so your role is to work with client-side code. Yes, yeah. So that client-side point of view, JavaScript, it was the popular technology, but now we are using the next level technology of JavaScript like React, Angular, etc. Yes, these are the technologies which we are using here. Okay, yeah. So React.js is an open source client-side script. We can also call it as it is library of JavaScript. Yes, what is that? The library of JavaScript. Yes, yeah. So library of JavaScript means it is providing some more additional functionalities to work with the JavaScript. So that is the main point of this. Who implemented this React.js? Yeah. In 2013, Jordan Walkie, Mr. Jordan Walkie, he is one of the employees of Facebook Corporation. Okay. So he implemented this React.js in the year 2013. Okay. Yeah. So here, Jordan Walkie implemented React year 2015. Okay. Yeah. What is the main reason behind this implementation? Why he implemented this React? Yeah. The main reason is he wanted to work with chart concept. Okay. To implement some logics in chart concept of Facebook, the script they developed. Okay. So initial purpose is to use this React in the Facebook website. Later, they added more functionalities and released this React as open source client-side script. From then, in every website, they use this React.js. So right now, many websites like Instagram, Flipkart, Apple.com, like that, many websites contain this React.js. Okay. So the main reason to implement this to use in the Facebook application, and it is maintaining by Facebook Corporation, but now it is available as open source. So everyone can use this React.js in their project development as the client-side script. Okay. So now you can ask me one question, sir, what we can do with client-side script? Which type of concepts we can work? Okay. Yeah. If you take client-side scripts, yeah. Why we are using client side scripts? First point I'm telling you. Okay. So this common interview question, they will ask you why we are using the client side scripts. What the reason? Yeah. So in websites, to apply dynamic functionalities, okay, on HTML controls. Yeah. The first reason why we are using is to apply dynamic functionalities on the HTML controls. By default, all HTML controls are static controls. Okay. So static control means what are the properties we are providing to the control at the time of designing those properties. With those properties, it is loading. Once it is loaded, later you want to change the properties, not possible because all these are static controls. We want to convert them as dynamic, then we are taking the support of client-side scripts. For more clarity, one program I will show you, then you will get the more clarity in this point of view. Simple one HTML file I am creating. So save this file. Right now I'm using Edit Plus. Later I will discuss with Microsoft Visual Studio Code. So this is the body tag. So I want to display one image. In my desktop I have mango.jpg. That image I'm displaying. So img source is equal to mango.jpg and width is equal to 100 pixels. I have given. Simple image control I have taken. So two properties I have given to this image control, src and width. You got it. Now this is demo.html. It is created somewhere in my desktop here. So yeah, this is the file which I created. So demo.html file here. The second. Yeah. So generally it displays the browser icon, but I changed it as edit plus. So for you, the HTML file displays browser icon. So now let me open with any browser like Chrome. It displays image control. Now image is loaded in browser. Okay, this is runtime. Now at runtime, I want to change the properties of this HTML control. Like the source I want to change or width I want to increase. Okay, at runtime means what is that? Once it is loaded into browser, after that, okay, you want to change any properties by default not possible with HTML because HTML is static technology. So you want to apply dynamic concepts here, dynamic functionality. Then we are taking the support of client-side scripts like either JavaScript or React or any other client-side script we can use here. So simple change I'm placing here. My requirement is when I click on the image, at runtime, when I click on the image, I want to show orange.jpg, that one. So now here I'm using on click is equal to something code I'm writing. Don't try to understand this code now. Everything we are discussing with, okay, React.js. Okay, now here, see this. If I click on this, now it is changed. Means I am able to change src property from mango to orange. Like that width you want to change, yes, you can change. Any other property you want to change at runtime. So in that point of, we are taking the support of this client-side scripting languages. That's the first reason why we are using. Yes. So not only src property, any other property, not only image control like text box button. In further classes, we'll discuss all these controls. So these controls, any property want to change at runtime, then we are taking the support of client-side scripts. That's the first point. Second point, to validate input controls. Yes, validation point of view. Whether the text box is empty or not. Password retype, password valid or invalid. So these type of validations you want to perform. Yes, to validate the input controls. Then also we are taking the support of client-side scripts. Yes, yeah. So next one, to work with Ajax. Yeah, I will discuss what is Ajax and how to use the Ajax and how can we call the API services using Ajax. Everything we will discuss. Anyhow, Ajax programming is completely client-side programming. Okay. So Ajax stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML. So you people may or may not have idea on this. I don't know, but we are discussing the Ajax concepts here. So that time I will explain you what is Ajax, everything. So this Ajax program is completely client-side programming. Next one, to execute logics in client system. Yeah. See, already we discussed this point. So what are the logics we're writing? We are developing with client-side script. Those logics execute where? Client's mission. So for example, calculator program you want to implement. Okay, one calculator program you want to implement. That calculator program you can implement by using client-side script or server-side scripts. But what is the benefit if I develop using client-side scripts? Whenever user click on the calculations like plus minus, okay, that code executes in user system only. User means client system only. So that's why you can see the result very fast. In case if I use the server-side script to implement the calculations, everything, then when he click on the plus or minus these buttons, the request is coming to the server. There the code is processing and response is going back to the browser. And then this request response process is moving through internet connection. So to see the result, it takes some time. Okay, client-side script executes in his system only, in client system. That's why immediately can see the result. But if you develop the same logics in server-side script, it takes some time. That's why most of the logics we're implementing with client-side technologies, because the performance, the result is very, very faster. Yes, like that, these are the main areas what we can develop using the client-side scripts. Now you can ask me one more question, sir. What is the role of server-side technologies in the web application development? Yes, where server-side scripts we are using. Actually, we don't use the server-side scripts here. So server-side programmers, they are working on the server-side script. We are UI developers. That's why we are working on the client-side technologies. So if you take the server-side technologies, mainly, okay, they are using to establish the connection between the database of server and the application. Okay, website and database, that connectivity, and to send the data into the database, to retrieve the data from database, to create the sessions tokens. In that point of view, there is in the server side scripts in the website. Remaining other point of views like validations and client side functionalities, browser related concepts, everything we are implementing with client side technologies like animations in the browser, right? Animations, and you can see the pop-up messages in the browser, model dialog boxes, like that. Everything comes under client side technologies. So 70% is coding in website, so it is client side code only. Okay, so 30% is server side they're using. So 60 to 70% is easily you can give for the client side development, and remaining server side. So that much usage is there in this client side developments. Is it clear? Yes. So anyhow, this is the basic information of this React.js. What is the React.js? Yeah, it is a client-side language. Not only React.js, JavaScript, Angular, okay, and Vanilla.js, Backbone.js, like the different types of technologies we have. So these are all client-side technologies execute in browser. And Jordan Walkie implemented this React.js. He is one of the employees of Facebook. And in 2013, the basic version he released. After that, remaining, okay, if we take here, right now 18th version is available. So many modifications, many advanced concepts they added. And now it is open source technology. Everyone can work with this React.js. Okay. So that is the basic information. Yeah, now we are discussing what are the features we have in this React.js compared with JavaScript. And in this area, we are also covering some part with Angular also. Okay, those features we are discussing. Before that, till now, some points I shared with you. Any questions you want to ask, you can ask me now. So we discussed some points. Any doubts you have, you can ask me. So Adarsh Shetty, Chandra, Shekhar, yeah.
No doubts.
The, no doubts. Okay. to say that you unmute the mic, right? Okay. Puja 7, right? So what is React.js? Is it client-side script or server-side script?
Client side.
Client-side. Client-side. What the difference between client-side and server-side? In
Client side
execution
means
point of view. In execution
it
point of
will it will execute in only in browser.
browser. Client side is executing browser and server side
Yeah.
executing web server. When the
Yes.
client side script is coming into the client system, when that script coming into the client system at the time of downloading the web page, okay, the original code is downloading into the client system. There it is executing. Client means the person who is accessing our application website. So there is one more client, the person who is paying money for the project. That client is different. Okay. Here, in this point of it, the person who is accessing our application, that person we are calling as client. Okay. Yes. And this Facebook organization maintains this React.js, and initially they implemented to work with the chat concept of Facebook.com. Later, they released as open source technology. These parts, okay, and Jordan Walkie is the main programmer who implemented this React.js. Okay. Now, features of React. What are the features we have? Those features we are going to discuss now. Yeah, first of all, see,
Hello,
right?
sir. Sorry to disturb.
Yeah, tell me.
Sorry to interrupt. So, this is a demo class. So, in this one question, I want to ask that what are we going to get in this course, and how long this will be running?
Yeah, that
And
those points. Yeah, you carry on.
will there be any project also?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
these all points I will share after the discussion of the features. Okay. So that complete information I will give you. Sure.
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
First, we are discussing what are the features we have in this React, why it got popular. Okay. What are missing in Angular and JavaScript. So what are additional features we have in Angular? Like that. Some points we're discussing now. So first
Okay.
point is supports data binding. Yeah. So what is data binding? Okay. So actually we are spending around 2 days, okay, with this data binding concept. But right now I will give you some overview idea about this. Okay. Now here, see, for example, data is nothing but one variable you are creating. Serial number is equal to 100 some. So this is one text box. Okay. Now you want to display this variable value on this text box control. So for that, you are implementing some logic. The logic reading the variable value and displaying on the text box control like this. Yes, yeah. Now from other location, this variable value is modified from 100 to 200. Now my question is, so when it is updated to 200, so will it affect on the text box without re-execution of this code? No. Again, you need to re-execute this code to get the update value of this variable to display on the text box. Not only in text box, this variable you're displaying on many controls like in heading tag and paragraph like that. So everywhere you have to run the code to get the updates. Means here, whenever a variable is modified, those modifications I want to access from the controls, so you need to execute some code. So that is a little bit complex procedure to the programmer. Not only single variable, we are taking many variables. For example, so database information, table records we are storing in the variables. If table records are modified every time, you need to execute some logics here to get the updated values. It is very complex procedure for us. So that's why they introduced this concept. What is that? Data binding. So what is the benefit of this data binding? Simply we can bind data. Data means nothing but variable with the HTML control. Means it is nothing but just like one link we are creating between this variable and HTML control. We are creating a link between the variable and HTML control. So what is the purpose of this link? Yes, why we are using that link? So the main purpose is it is observing the modifications of the variable continuously, and when the modifications occur, so immediately that control is updating with those modifications. Means as a programmer, you need not worry about the how to get the modified values and display on the HTML controls. So for that, the data binding concept is there. Yes. Yeah. So this data binding is very, very important. So not only React.js, even Angular also support this data binding, but not JavaScript. Actually, there are two types of data bindings we have, one-way data binding and two-way data binding. So what is that one-way and two-way, we'll discuss later. So Angular directly supports one-way and two-way, but React.js directly supports one-way, but two-way we need to write some custom logics. You understand my point? In Angular, for one-way data binding and two-way data binding, direct method properties are available. So like NG model, like there's some properties. In React, okay, one way is very simple, but two-way, so we need to write some logic. Okay, that is the difference between the Angular and React in this data binding point of. That's the first thing. Okay, next one here supports many validators. Yeah. So here different types of predefined validators are available. We can directly use these validators. If you take JavaScript for the validations, we are implementing the manual logics. But in these technologies, many predefined validators are available. Directly, we can use those validators. Okay. So in Angular also these validators are available. Now here supports single page applications. Anybody heard about the single page application? You can also call it as a routing concept. Single page application means what is that? Entire
Like
website contains only one
one
page,
website
right?
in a single page.
No. So many people are thinking entire website contains only one page. Not like that. I will tell
Even
you.
if you're scrolling, like it will continue. If you scroll up to bottom, that all whatever pages are visible.
No. Not that one here. Not that one. Okay. So I will, whatever you glad I will give you now. For
Multiple
example,
pages are
okay, I will tell you. See, we are spending around 7 classes with this single page application. Okay. For example, you're developing one website. In that website, you have home page, about us, contact us, like that. So means we are having 3 pages, not single page. That single page home content, about content, contact content. We are not maintaining like that. We are having 3 pages. Now here this is home. Okay, and this is okay. Now yeah, about, and this is contact. Now these pages you placed in your server. So we will also discuss how to deploy the website into GoDaddy and other servers. Okay. So like cloud servers also we have that concept, everything we will discuss. Now anyhow, this is one website. It is there. You placed in the server. Then some X is accessing that website. First, he will get the home page. Only one page he is getting. In this home page, okay. So about us and contact us hyperlinks we are placing. Yes. When he click on the contact page hyperlink, one request is going to the server, response is coming back to the browser. Once you click on the about us, request is going to server, response is coming. This is the procedure. By generally it is working like this. Means every time what is happening, the request is going to the server and that page information is coming back as response. So that time this browser, every time it is reloading. Yes or no? Okay. So once you click on any option in the website, then what is happening? Your browser is reloading or not? Yes, it is reloading and the updated content is coming from the server. So that is a default procedure. But when you come to the single page application, what is the difference here? Yeah, so in this single page application, first of all, we are creating one object. That object we are calling as routing object. Inside this object, we are placing all these pages. Yes, so here all these pages we are placing here. So this object we are calling as a routing object. Now what is that? Routing object. When user is sending the first request, then that object is loading into the user system, is client system. In this object, how many pages we have? 3 pages. Actually, the technical word we are calling components, not pages. We are calling as components. So I will discuss it later separately. What is component? what is functional component, what is class component. So till then, just think these are three different pages. So those pages are loading into the client system. Means at very beginning, when he sent the first request, that time only the all templates, home template, about us, contact us, all templates which we place inside the router object, those are all loading into the client's cache memory location and displays the output home page here. We are setting that home page as the default loading page. When the client click on the about us, then no need to come to the server every time here. No need to come to the server every time because already that information is available in the client system. So it is loading into the same browser. So it deletes the old home content and display the about us content. Like that contact us from here only, it display the content. Means only one browser every time it is not reloading. Yes, every time the browser is not reloading because the request is not going to the server every time. Okay, the next page information is coming from the browser cache memory location, and what the existing content we have, it is removing and placing the new content, that selected page content. Means single browser only we are using. It is not reloading again and again. This is the concept of single page application. So what is the benefit of this concept? Yes, so number of requests to the server are reducing here. Means the network traffic is reducing between the client and server. Immediately he can get the result because already these pages are loading into the client's machine. Is it clear? So that's why immediately you can see the result of that page. That is the benefit. So this single page, why these technologies, React, Angular, these technologies got popular. Main reasons are so data binding and single page application. These are the two major reasons. So at the time of discussion, single page application discussion, we are covering many concepts like login, logout, router guards, okay, and cart related programs, shopping cart related, that navigation programs like that. So around we are spending 1 week time, okay, 1 week sessions with this single page application concept. So role-based authentication, so provide the access to the manager these pages and completed access to the administrator, and very few pages access to the other roles. Okay, those are all the concepts which we are discussing in this point of view. Okay, so that is very, very important concept. So supports single page applications. Next one here supports many services. Services we are using in functional point of view. Different types of services it is supporting for us. Okay, for example, Ajax concept if you take. In JavaScript, you want to create the Ajax object. So we are writing number of lines code. But in this React.js, one predefined service is available directly we can use. Like that for every concept, many services are available. I will discuss with you how to work with the services. Next one here supports JSX format. Yeah, actually this is not there in Angular also. Only React supports JSX. So JSX stands for JavaScript XML. What is the JSX here? So nothing is there. So generally what happens if I place HTML code inside the JavaScript, it gives the error message. But if you take the support of JSX, we can write the HTML inside the JavaScript, and we can write the JavaScript inside the HTML. Means these two scripts we can combine easily. So that is the advantage of JSX. For example, a piece of code is executing. That result I want to display on the HTML control like on table or somewhere. So directly can place the table inside that code. Then after execution of that code, the result will display on the table control. Like that, we can combine this JavaScript and HTML with the help of JSX format. So this is supporting by React only, not with Angular. Okay. Yes. Next one here. So React Native, we can use to implement. Okay. So cross mobile applications. Yes. There's one more advantage we have. So generally I told you React.js we are using to download the web applications. So in websites coding point of view, that to client-side coding point of view, we are using React.js. And in website presentation point of view, we are using HTML. Like to to display the text boxes. If you take login form or registration form, in presentation point of we are using HTML. So mobile applications also we can develop by using React. So that time we are taking the support of native. So in presentation point of view, means mobile US we are creating with the help of native, and coding is same React coding. Means if you know React, not only websites, you can also develop mobile applications with the minimum idea of this native we have. Is it clear? And these mobile applications are cross mobile applications, not normal mobile application. Cross means what is that? For example, using Android, you developed one app. That app supports Android mobile only. It will not run under iOS, I mean iPhone and Microsoft mobiles. For example, if you develop any app compatible with iPhone, so it is not supporting Android and other mobiles. So here, so for every mobile type, that a separate app is required. But if you take PhoneGap and React Native, these technologies, if you take, the benefit is only one app can run under any type of mobiles like Android, iPhone, Microsoft, or any other mobile. So it is very benefit to the customer who is developing the websites, okay, or mobile applications, because no need to pay money for multiple apps. Only single app if you pay the money, so that is sufficient to support any type of mobile. Okay, it supports Android phones, iPhones, and other mobiles also. So this is cross mobile application. So PhoneGap is the technology which we are using to develop this, and React Native also support this cross mobile applications, not only PhoneGap. Okay, means if you know React.js, you can also develop the mobile applications with the knowledge of native. If you know the knowledge of native, you can develop the mobile applications. If you know the knowledge of HTML, then web applications. Okay, that is the concept. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
one question
Yeah.
that using the CSS 3 or 5,
Mm.
we could develop the responsive application which were running on the browser like desktop and as well as on the mobile. So how it is different from that?
See, I will tell you. So website is different, mobile app is different, right? Yes. So for example, if you take WhatsApp you can use open in web, and for WhatsApp separate app is available, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you take mobile phone, so app directly we are installing, and if you click on that, that app is loading. That is mobile app. But if you open browser and if you type www.facebook.com or any other, then it comes under website. Is it clear? Here I am talking about mobile apps. First point. Is it clear? Mobile apps. Android for what?
Uh,
Yes, is it for website or mobile app development?
Mobile app development.
Mobile app.
Mobile app development, right? So here, if you take Facebook, for Facebook, so website is available, separate app is also available. Yes or no? For WhatsApp, website is available, separate app is available. Okay. So now
Yeah.
here, React.js we are using to develop both website as well as mobile app. In website point of view, to display the page, means that the user controls. Okay, we are using HTML. In mobile point of view, to create the activities, means nothing but US screens. We are using native. That is the difference. Okay. So this is about app point of view I'm talking. And second point, you told me CSS and the CSS3 and CSS5 we are using to create the responsive web pages. Means that is website. In mobile point of view, there is no concept of response. I mean app point of view. Mobile app point of view, there is no concept of responsive. Okay. Responsive means, so what is that? That website should support desktop screen size or tab screen size or mobile screen size. Okay. So if you open any website in mobile in small screen, it should adjust accordingly. If you open in tab, it should adjust according to the tab size. Or if you open in the big screen like laptop or desktop, it should display accordingly. So that is the concept of responsive. Yes, it is coming in web application point of view, not in mobile app point of view. So
Got it, sir, got it.
that too for responsive, we don't use CSS Okay, 3 and 5. For that, either media queries we are using or we are using Bootstrap. You got it?
Yeah, bootstrap, right.
For responsiveness, we don't use CSS. Either media queries we are using, or else you can go with the Bootstrap. So that is completely website point of view. Here we are talking about the mobile development point of view. Okay, but in our course we are discussing website concepts only. Okay, we don't touch the React Native. Okay, we don't discuss the mobile application development here. Okay, yes. Next one here supports virtual DOM. Yeah, this is very important. One straight answer you can say React applications are faster than Angular applications. Why? Because of virtual DOM. Is it clear? At the time of updating any data, any control, okay, any control properties, so React performance is very faster than Angular because of virtual DOM. Simple overview clarity I will give you. So for this, for example, you are creating one HTML page. In that HTML page, one image is there and one text box like the many controls we have taken. Now this HTML page output we are seeing on the browser, right? Yes, here it display that. Yeah, 1 second. So I will just redraw this one. Yeah, this is one HTML page. The HTML page, so you are placing the image control. Next one, text box control. Like that, one paragraph, like that you have taken this controls. When you open this page, the result is coming in the browser, right? Yeah, this is image and this is the text box and this is the paragraph like that. But before displaying this result on browser, what is happening? The space loading into the memory location. That is nothing but RAM. Yes. So everything should load into RAM. Then only we can access that application. It may be web page or any audio file or video file. Can you play audio without RAM in your system? Even you can't on the operating system without RAM, right? Yes, everything is loading into the RAM. So in RAM, what is happening? One object is creating here. Some memory is allocating for this web page. That memory we are calling as DOM. Based on that memory location, okay, so the information is coming in the browser. Now in this browser, this image source you change it. For example, from mango to apple or something, orange, or this text box value change it, or any other control property change. Then what is happening? Again, this entire DOM is updating. Okay, what is happening if you change single control? So for that update, entire DOM is recreating every time. Okay, so if you modify only one control property, if you change one control property, for that also entire DOM is recreating. That is very tough process for us. Because we have n number of controls, every time DOM is recreating means it is taking some time. That's why React is coming with virtual DOM concept. What is the purpose of this virtual DOM? It is nothing but the duplicate object of this real DOM only. What is the responsibility of this virtual DOM? So what are the modifications you are doing? It is identifying those modifications. Only that patchwork it is updating on the original DOM. Means instead of recreating the DOM again and again, only the patchwork it is updating on the original DOM. So that's why its performance is very, very fast. The React application performance is very, very fast because of this virtual DOM concept. So that I will show you how it is working. That is very, very helpful for us. Okay. So that is the main thing. Next one here. Yeah. Redux support is there. Yeah, this is one more advantage. For React, a separate Redux package is there. First of all, what is Redux? Redux is a state management container. What is state management? That is the main question for you. So here in websites, one page information you want to transfer to another page. So then we are using the state management concept. For example, so here cart page is there and bill page is there. In cart page, what are the products I selected? So those products information I want to transfer to bill page. In that point of we are using state management objects like cookies, sessions, local storage, session storage, like the different types of state management objects we have. We will discuss all these objects. And instead of the state management objects, you can also use a Redux concept here. So Redux is providing more benefits than this existing state management objects. Okay, so that Redux direct support we have in this React.js. For this Redux separate package it is providing for us. So that's why it is very flexible to work with the Redux. So right now, don't think about this Redux in depth. So we will discuss the programs based on this Redux and how to increase the cart items in the shopping cart application. When I click on the add to cart button, these are all programs in project point of view we are discussing here. Yes. Next one here, simple coding. This is a very big advantage. In JavaScript, for any concept, you have to write number of lines coding, but React.js is very much simplified here. So that is very benefit for us. So these are the main features we have in this React.js compared with JavaScript and Angular. Yes. Now, if you take Angular, in Angular, coding is TypeScript coding we are using. In React.js, you can use either JavaScript or TypeScript. Anyone we can use here. You understand this? Angular is providing some libraries, that framework contains some pre-implemented functionalities. To access those functionalities, we need to use TypeScript. But React.js, to access the functionalities of the React.js, we can use either TypeScript or JavaScript. Anything we can use here. Already in companies, many JavaScript programmers are there. So for them, what is the next technology to upgrade their career? So it is nothing but React.js because it is JavaScript based completely. That's why in companies, many programmers, they're working with the React.js in their projects. That's why even new resource also they're taking based on this React only. Okay, many programs they're working with this React.js. That's why they're taking a new resource with this React.js compared with Angular. So that is the reason why we have more calls for this React.js compared with the Angular. Yes, yeah. In React, you want to use TypeScript. That is also possible here. Anyhow, here we are discussing based on the JavaScript here. So what is the prerequisite to learn this React? So that is JavaScript. Yes, JavaScript knowledge is required to you. Without idea on the JavaScript, you can't do anything in this React.js because it is the library of JavaScript. Even TypeScript also, if you write TypeScript, coding in TypeScript, finally it is converting into JavaScript only, you know? Yes, TypeScript code is also finally converting. There is one process we are calling transpiling process is there. So the TypeScript code is converting into JavaScript. Yes, because browser cannot understand TypeScript. Browser can understand only JavaScript. Yes, so that's why here, so JavaScript knowledge is required, but you people may have idea on JavaScript or may not have. That's why I'm discussing the JavaScript concepts. Complete JavaScript we are covering, like what is asynchronous program, what is promises, what is hosting, okay, what is arrow function, what is ECMAScript concepts, ECMAScript 6 updates. Okay, next one, object oriented programming JavaScript, classes, how to create in JavaScript. Okay, so in JavaScript we are creating classes also. Okay, and in React.js, two types of components we have. One is functional component, another one is class component. To create the class component, you should have idea on the JavaScript class programming. Okay, so like that, complete JavaScript I'm teaching. After that, I will start the React.js. Is it clear? Yes. So around we are spending 20 sessions with the JavaScript. Okay. So because in interview point of view also 70% questions they're asking based on JavaScript only. Okay, what is spread operator? Okay, what is the difference between rest and spread? Okay, what is hosting? Yes, what is closure in JavaScript? What is event bubbling, event trickling? Okay, like that, these are all the concepts we are discussing here. Then only we'll start the React.js concepts. So that's why total course duration is minimum 60 days, not 45 days. So it takes 2 months duration. So maybe one more week it may extend. Okay, yes. So I'm telling about the working hours. Okay, so every day 1 hour session. So total 60 sessions minimum or 60 to 65 sessions we are taking. Yes, and we are also covering JS concepts. Okay. And next one, integration with the server. Okay, these type of concepts also discussing, even bootstrap integration. So these are all the concepts, and how to connect with the API service or Node.js. Okay, like that. So what are the hooks we have in this React.js? Both functional component hooks, class component hooks, like use state, use effect, use reducer, like that, use params, okay, use navigate, like the different types of hooks we have. So those are all concepts we're discussing here. Get their state from props, like that.
Sir,
Yes.
one question from my side.
Yes.
Sir, I am from Java. I am from Java background. Java developer. I am. So I'm not able to like uh, decide that which one should I go, Angular or React. Please help me with this.
So here, yeah, please keep in mute mode your mic, because it is sound. Yeah. So here the thing is, front-end technology depends upon the company projects. Okay, so some companies using React, some companies using Angular. Okay, now as a Java developer, you are creating one endpoint. Okay, API service by using servlets or some Java related technologies. You are creating one API service, but that finally that API service UA programmer has to receive by passing some payload information is receiving. In that point of view, initially we used to work with JavaScript, but these days React.js and Angular, these technologies we are using. But these two technologies playing very, very important role, okay, in this software industry. But main advantage of React is, I told you some points, like it is faster and learning curve is very less, okay, compare with Angular. So React learning is very simple, and many programs already existed with this React.js. So that's why many teams are there in the companies with the React. So that's why they're looking for the new resource in this React. So my choice is better to go with React. Okay, my suggestion is that. Okay, so Angular means, again, you need to learn TypeScript and many packages you need to learn. Okay, that is entirely a very lengthy process. And after that, and moreover, here in this Indian market, we have good openings with this React.js. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir, thank you so much.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, hi, sir. I have one query. Like, what this course will cover, like the data getting from the server.
Yeah,
and
CRUD operations, how to fetch the data from MongoDB we are discussing, okay, from MongoDB, and how to work with this, read the data, update and delete these operations by using React. So that time API communication calls, how to send the payload to the server, okay, everything we are discussing.
Okay. One more query, sir. Like React, just suppose we have to for design the web page, we using HTML only or some other any.
Yeah, actually,
way to
React material design controls I've discussed. You can use this React material design controls. Okay, like bootstrap material, okay, so same like React material design we have, so that we can use. But HTML also we are using. That's why initially one day or 1.5 day I will discuss the HTML concepts, what we are using regularly. Okay. Yes. But we are also covering the React material design.
Sir, are we also going to develop any project?
So here in project point of view, we are moving, but live project is separate class we have. Okay, so that you want to join that one, so you should have idea on these concepts. So it is 2.5 to 3 months okay schedule in that live project. It is also starting this 22nd. Again, it will start one more batch. So this is the concept based sessions we're discussing in project point of view, but we don't develop the real-time project here. Okay. Yes. So each and every concept we are discussing, and where we are using these concepts in the real-time application, what the use case, like that we will cover the concepts here. Yes. You want to join the project?
We'll be developing so for that, there is a separate course, right, sir?
Separate project batch is there, 2.5 months. But you should know this concept, then only you are eligible to attend the project batch. Then directly we are using the concepts which we are discussing here.
So here we will develop the demo project, right?
Yeah, demo
Not real
projects we are
project.
developing. Not real.
That's all. Thank you.
In the real project, payment gateway integration and responsive pages, how to create, okay, bootstrap, everything we are using the real project. Okay, that is separate one. Okay, yes, next. And everyday recordings I will provide to you along with the class notes and class programs. Okay, so you will get the Google Drive access, and everyday 1 hour session. Initial starting demo classes we are spending around 50 minutes like that. Okay, after that, once the demo link is changed to payment link, then 1 hour session. This is a regular timing 7:30 to 8:30. Timings will not change. Okay, so this is the pattern which we are going here. So any more queries you have, you can ask. And 6 days a week. Okay, Monday to Saturday we have classes, Sundays holiday. Okay, fine. Hope you understand these concepts. In Monday class, okay, I will start the JavaScript concepts. Before that, I will give you some part of HTML introduction.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Fine. So see you in Monday class. Thank you. Okay, take care. Good night. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.